Who wants to be a millionaire?
I do.
Sign me up.
Me too.
Me too.
Everyone, of course. Welcome to another episode of We Tried This So You Don't Have to. We're real teachers in the classroom actually trying the strategies that we promote before we recommend them to you. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about a very fun strategy that I got to try called Phone a Friend. Or in my class, I call it Test Volleyball.
What was that?
Practice what? Volleyball.
So what is Phone a Friend? Phone a Friend is a simple, easy to use technique that you can use at any age in any classroom. Start with a difficult problem or a test, and you ask the kids to focus. You let them know that whatever the project is you're working on is going to be a little more academically challenging, but that you believe in them and you know that they can do it. Then you give them time, and you gauge that time based on how the class looks. So watch your top learners, and if they're really still figuring out the project, you want to just let that happen for a while. Then when they're either resolved or they hit a place where they're a little frustrated, it's the perfect time to introduce Phone a Friend.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
The timing is perfect.
At this time, you can walk around and say, okay, I'm going to look at everyone's paper. Okay, I'm going to look how everyone's doing. And then you can take the student that you feel either has the highest grade in the class or is doing the best on the assignment, and you can say, all right, you get to phone a friend. But instead of having them just talk one-on-one to that friend, you get to let that student ask out loud another student in the class, and everybody gets to listen.
Everybody listening.
Sheldon, everybody's listening.
And so everybody gets to listen in on their phone call, and they get to write down any information that they get from the phone call. And this allows students of all abilities to start to have access to the content. It also allows your students who are to be challenged, and the students who are being challenged to teach the students who are still struggling. Phone a Friend is a great way to create deep problem solving, involve everyone in the classroom, and get them thinking about the quality of their work and assessing it on their own so that you can have lower grading.
Liz!
So there's 3 pros to doing this activity. 1, increasing the opportunity for students to work together on complex problems. This is really, really critical when we look at brain data, because what we know from motivational research is that if we reward somebody externally, they'll do superficial level stuff. But if we reward them socially, they can get more complex problem solving and get more into the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And this activity is great for that depth. 2nd, it's really, really great because it allows groups to show off what they know. And then if you add the competition element, which I love, it gets them a little competitive with their peers, and so they'll increase the quality of what they're handing to you naturally. And 3rd, and most importantly for me personally, it can really decrease your grading while teaching them about rubrics and holding themselves accountable for rubrics, which helps them get ready for their standardized testing. But it also takes the energy off of us. It shouldn't be about us learning, it should be about them learning. 3 big cons for this. First, partnering can be difficult. In any setting, creating partners that work together can be challenging. So spend a lot of time before the activity thinking about what you're going to do with students who don't want to partner or who everybody wants to be the partner with, and how you're going to figure that out. 2nd, time allocation is really important because you need to be able to move quickly enough through each station and still provide enough time for depth. And so there's a really kind of tricky balance there that you'll have to practice a couple times before you can get it moving smoothly. And 3rd, if you do decide to include a rubric, it will require you either teaching the rubric before or after and picking the rubric that works best for the complex problem that you decide. And that's what I think of Phone a Friend, and hopefully that was helpful to you. And we tried the strategy so you don't have to.